This is the Good Neighbor Podcast, the place where local businesses and neighbors come together. Here's your host, Sophia Yvette.
Welcome to the Good Neighbor Podcast. Are you in need of a pop-up nonprofit? Well, one may be closer than you think. Today, I have the pleasure of introducing your good neighbors, Joanna and Aaron with Hank's Friends. Joanna and Aaron, it is lovely being on with you both today. Now, we are so excited to learn more about you both and your nonprofit. So let's kick things off. Joanna, tell us a little bit more about your guys' business.
Okay, so Hank's Friends, we're a nonprofit and we serve our special needs community. We started this about 5 years ago. It was a dream that we had. I have been very privileged and had the pleasure of serving as a public school educator. I'm still an educator, have been that for 23 years. I served as a campus administrator for the last 10 years, all in Title I schools. And I have a 33-year-old autistic son that's nonverbal. He's in a day hab during the day. And, serving as an administrator, being on the campus and with our families, I sat across from many, many conference tables when students were given the initial, and I saw dread on the family faces, and they weren't sure what to do with the diagnosis and where to go. And me being, a special needs mom, I had a wealth of knowledge. I don't know everything, but know quite a bit. But I didn't have enough time to really sit and talk to the families, because every single family is individual. Our kids all have their individual blueprint, as we'd like to say. And so, that's kind of how it was born. Aaron always had the business model, and we kind of put, our heads together and had said, let's go ahead and do this, but let's serve our special needs community. And so I don't know, Aaron, if you want to speak a little bit about how we started as an online resource and how it's just evolved.
Yes, please do.
Well, as we started, as you say, it's online. We began as kind of an interactive networking hub, and it was a place for people to find the resources they need. As a special needs parent, I always did what I've referred to as Google and hope. And that's just, I need things, but I'm not sure what it is, where it is, how can I find it, who has it, what do I do? So what we did was we've reached out to so many wonderful businesses in the DFW area to partner with us that we can put everything under one umbrella. So whatever one family may need, another may not. And that just kind of, depends on each individual, but it gives us the opportunity to go to one spot and then find direction. It's important to have that direction on where to go, because even if we aren't an expert, we can at least point you in the direction of who is, and that can help you find out whatever you need. If that's, therapy, doctor, toys, shoes, clothes, adaptive technology, those kinds of things. It's important to know how to find that. And, as parents, you find yourself asking questions like, where do we go for a haircut? Which are things that most people have never considered. If your child has sensory issues, we still need everything else that everyone needs. It just has to look a little different.
Absolutely. And I think what's really important also, and what makes us unique, is that Aaron has Hank and Big Rich. I have Big Rich, and they're 20 years apart. And so thinking about their age difference and the age, the difference in needs, one of the things that, that's part of really the founding principle that we have is it's parents helping parents, because there's always someone that's starting on the journey, someone that's on the journey, and someone that's been on this journey. And so it's very expensive also being a special need parent. And so Aaron and I have the unique blessing of having that lens as well, and having the compassion when our parents, come and attend our events. And so we have these monthly events, and we search for sponsorships. so that we never have to charge our parents anything to attend the events. And I think that's very important, because our kids are out there doing life. We've done zip lining, we've done ice skating, we just did adaptive skateboarding. And some of these activities, if I mean, it's expensive. And so finding sponsorship, a family is more likely to come out and do it because it is sponsored. And say their child is overloaded sensorily, right? Heck, they got in the car. They buckled their baby in. They packed what they needed to pack, and they came out. And we had amazing parents at the zip lining event that had come out, and they got all the way to where they were about to zip line, and their child was just too overloaded and had melted down. They came back to the table and apologized. And I said, hey, you did it. You came out, you got in the car, you did it. And the smile on their face, oh my gosh, it was amazing. And so that's what this is all about, is really challenging not just our kids. And when I say kids, I'm, Big Rich is 33, but in my eyes, he's still a kiddo, is challenging them. They're rising to the occasion. That human spirit is on at our events, absolutely on at our events. And our people are also, doing it.
Yes. We're going to go ahead and switch gears here for a second. Now, we know that marketing is the heart of every business. Mm-hmm. So ideally, who is, your target client that you're looking to help? What age ranges exactly, and how are you reaching them today?
Well, first, we don't really concern ourselves with age or diagnosis. So, I mean, if it's anything, autism, Down syndrome, cerebral palsy, we don't care about dyslexia, whatever it is, we want to be able to help families, navigate the space. So our ideal partners are really those typical businesses that our families find it difficult to navigate. Of course, everyone always thinks of doctors and therapists, and they are tremendously important. But people underestimate what it takes for our families to simply go to dinner, or to go to the bowling alley, or to go to the movie theater, or, do these other things that most people take for granted as being just a simple activity. It really takes a lot of time, preparation for our families to move on those things. So our ideal partnership is simply having the opportunity to bridge those gaps between the typical businesses and the atypical families.
And today, other than your in-person events, how are you reaching these families on the online front?
I'll give Joanna all the credit for that one. Joanna runs our social media, and she is amazing at putting together all the stuff for the flyers for events, pushing out the information from our other business partners, activities they're doing, programs they have, and then, just putting together those inspirational things that really help families feel good, because, every day you wake up and you've got the best intentions, but every day we hit a roadblock or a hurdle or whatever it may be, and you just need to know that you're not alone. You're not alone. There's 800,000 people in DFW alone that are touched by special needs, and every one of them thinks they're the only one. And so what we want people to realize is you're not. And Joanna does a phenomenal job at pushing that kind of stuff out and speaking to the families.
And in addition to that, we're on the cusp of launching an app, and the app is going to facilitate the families find those businesses with a map. Another thing is push notifications of events that are coming up. The app will also, the families will have an individual, and I don't know if you have a better way to say it, Aaron, but an individual, almost like a showcasing their family, what they're about.
Uh-oh, did we lose her? Did she freeze? But
Yes,
the
it
app
looks-
will have an opportunity for each family to have an opportunity to make it individual for them. So kind of our own social network within the app.
That is wonderful. Now, before we wrap up today, where is the best place for our listeners to go to learn more about Hank's Friends?
Well, the website is hanksfriends.org. Social media, go to Facebook is a phenomenal spot, and it's Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all of that stuff is Hank's Friends. I will say you will see a lot more of me on the TikTok than the Facebook, because I tend to do, for those bilingual, the TikTok is where I'm allowed to do the estupideces. So we make the funny videos over there.
Well, Aaron and Joanna, I wish you both the best. It was a pleasure having you on today, and we wish you and your business the best moving forward.
Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you so
for
much.
listening to the Good Neighbor Podcast. To nominate your favorite local businesses to be featured on the show, go to gnpfrisco.com. That's gnpfrisco.com. Or call 469-221-9345.